Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. It's really great to have you guys today. I am so excited. Been waiting for this for a very, very long time. The first session of 5 sessions, each of them is going to be every week for the whole of November. Each will be recorded. So if you're listening to this and it's not November, or it could be in months down the line, it's absolutely fine because everything will be recorded and put here. It's going to be quite an interactive session, but there is a lot to cover. But I'm going to do it slowly and very carefully. And to start off with, I want you guys to all understand the core reason why we're here. And that is to give you guys the ability to create your own business, managing LinkedIn accounts for people locally or around the world. And that's precisely what it is. Because of LinkedIn is international, you can find international clients. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the technology and the technique that's used to do that. Okay, so I'm very, very excited about this. All you need is LinkedIn, and I know that you've all got the My Most Trusted .NET app installed, which is going to be critical to this. And if we're all ready to go, now we're going to get started. So let me begin by talking to you about what you want to ultimately get to. Okay, so where you want to ultimately arrive at is this is a page that we're creating for all our clients. Once you get started with the business, you'll have a page like this, and this is quite explanatory. So this is just an example. So hi, my name is Scott Kundal. I'm a LinkedIn specialist for the wholesale industry in Johannesburg. The first thing I want you guys to understand is you have to be niche. Whether you're doing this for LinkedIn, for this business that I'm teaching you today, or you're going to be doing it for your own business separately or for your client's business, it's really, really important that you find a niche specialist. Okay, you've got to look for that. So if you want to target the USA and you like Boston, then target travel agents in Boston. If you want to target London, then target London. But you need to show people that you're a LinkedIn specialist in that particular city and in that particular industry. Specialization is the key to getting results on LinkedIn. So you haven't paid any money to be here, but if you did, just that alone would be worth the entry. Okay, so let's now go through this. So what you're going to do, I will ignite and manage your LinkedIn profile and build quality conversations with the highest quality contacts. That's what it's about. So what I'm going to be teaching you guys today is the methodology and the technology combined. So this is important. I have to switch between showing you how the app is going to work and the technology that makes this all happen. And at the same time, I also need to now try and figure out how I'm going to concurrently show you guys the methodology. And the only way I'm going to be able to do that is do it slowly and carefully. All right, let me just see if I can get this little chat guy back up now. Okay, now don't go big on me. Cool, all right. So you guys are going to be able to offer services to clients from basic, intermediary, and advanced. You should all have a copy of this. If you don't, you will. The pricing that you guys set is all up to you. Okay, so a lot of people ask me, Scott, what is in this for you? Why are you giving us free training? Like, what, yeah, come on, there's got to be some kind of underlying, motive. Well, yeah, I'm going to be very transparent about that. There are 2 motives for doing this, and only 2. The first motive is the fact that you will be paying for the app, which is $49 for 3 months. That's all. So not $49 a month, $49 for 3 months, which you will then mark up obviously substantially. So we get that $49. That is not a lot of money, and we do not make a lot of money from that. Okay, so it's important to know that basically, if it eventually covers costs, great. If we make money, excellent. So we do make money from the app. So let me just be open about that up front. And every time that you decide you want to bring on a new client, you'll obviously pay that $49. That goes to us. But as you can see, the markups that you're going to be having, this is all South African Rand. You can charge in dollars, euros, yen, whichever country that you decide. Okay, so we will create a page like this. And we will create this page, right, once you've got the app and paid for it. Okay, so once you've started and you're ready to build this business, let us know. It's only $49 and we will create this page for you. There's a little form that you're going to fill out, okay, the LinkedIn business opportunity. You just fill it out, you put your name and you decide who you're going to be a LinkedIn specialist for. Right now, as an example, I've put the wholesale industry in Johannesburg. This is the underlying process and the underlying methodology. We are not here to sell people's products for them, guys. We are here to build quality relationships. We are not here to spam. We're not here to make thousands of LinkedIn connections. We're here to make LinkedIn connections with the right quality people. Okay, I hope this is all good and I hope this is all making sense. So where do we want to get to? You want to have a page like this. All right. It's going to have your own name at maj3.com/your name. You'll have your own page. You'll have your pricing and it'll all be beautifully designed for you. All we need is your photograph and you get that page by just filling out this form. Okay. Now you can already see the kind of lucrative business that this is because the markups compared to the costs are massive. So there's a huge opportunity for you. Now that's the first thing I get out of it. Remember just now, I told you that I get two things out of it. Okay. So the first thing is that we get the $49 for 3 months, which is great. The second thing I get out of it is when you guys start going out and marketing this business, which I'm going to teach you how to do today, and you're going to start today. When you're out there marketing this business, you're going to get some clients that are going to come through that are too big and too, their needs are going to be too much for what the app can give them. In other words, they're the bigger clients. I want to go into those clients with you. That's what's in it for me. I want to be with you when you go to those clients so that we can actually help them in a much greater way obviously for larger amounts of money. So essentially that's what's in it for me. And I just want to be clear on that, guys. It's a marketing exercise for us, but at the same time, we get to empower people in rural South Africa to people in New York, all the way through London, Australia, anywhere in the world. We're empowering anybody to be able to create this business. Okay. And the beauty about this business is because everybody's targeting a different industry around the world, you guys are not going to be competing with each other, which means we can create this beautiful environment where we can consistently helping each other. Is this making sense, guys? Is everybody wants to say yay? Feel free to give me a thumbs up on the chat. Yes, if you've got any questions, please put a question in the chat as you go along. But are you all happy? I just want you guys to know that there's no underlying weirdness to this business. It's a straightforward business. You get a client, you pay $49 for 3 months, you mark up that client, and then therefore there's no real cost to you. And in return, I'm going to train you for free. Every Friday, same time. If you can't make it, it'll be recorded. Everyone's saying, yes, cool, all good. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, good, good, good. So no questions yet. Right, guys. So let's begin. You guys should all have the app installed, which is going to be really cool. So let's start moving towards the technical side. And now we begin on how to actually start to use the app to make invitations. Now you've all got the app installed, which is great. This version just updated today, so it should look like this. If it doesn't, the same buttons are available just in slightly different places. But as of tomorrow, your app will look just like this. Okay. Now, the first thing I need to explain to you guys, all right, is the problem with LinkedIn. And this is one of the big solutions that we're solving. One of the problems with LinkedIn is that you have many, many, many connections. But how many of those connections are actually relevant? Which of the 100 of your LinkedIn connections are relevant? And that's what we're doing. We're pulling that out and we're going to put it into the app. So the app is only going to manage highest quality people. And that brings me to the golden rule. The golden rule is never put crap into the app. Okay. Remember this if you remember nothing else. Never put crap into the app. What I mean by that and why it's such an incredible rule is because you don't want to deal with low quality people. You only want to deal with good quality people. And the same for your clients. When you're running LinkedIn profiles and LinkedIn accounts using the methodology I'm showing you today, you don't want to add crap to their sales. You don't want to do that. Okay. Cool. So now let's start with the invitation side of things. In order to invite people, what I want you to do is I want you to make sure that this is turned on. Okay. Track invites. This track invites button is turned on. It'll be default off. So under the targeting tab over here, make sure that you're turning it on. What this does is it makes sure that when you start inviting people, that they actually go into the app. Remember LinkedIn's problem. You've got hundreds and thousands of connections, but which one of those are relevant? You want to put them into here. Now, there's two types of connections on LinkedIn. New connections that you're going to invite. By clicking this button, anyone that you invite from now on is going to be captured into the app and you can turn it off, right? If you've also got individual people who are already current connections, I'm going to teach you how to add those to the app separately. But for now, we're going to focus on invitations. All right. So Greg has got a question. Can you change your area if it isn't working well? Yes, you can. Greg, that's fine. So for today, I want you to pick an industry you know something about in a country or a city that you would love to do business with. So that's also a good question. Great. Christa's made it. Shelley. Shelley's leaving us for a little while. Anyone else got any questions? Well, people know, Harriet says, will people know they have been added to the app? No, they won't. Okay, this is your data. So it's just like LinkedIn. So they won't know that you've added them to the app from an invitation perspective. There's another section of the app called Trusted Connections, which I'm going to take you through. Okay, this is our community. I'm going to take you through that at the end, and they will know that you're on the app. But this is purely like a little sub-database that you can just organize your LinkedIn connections better. Okay, so what we need to do now is we need to start with the first part of the app. And the first part of the app is going to be creating an invitation message. So when you connect with somebody, okay, and you push connect, you want it to say a nice little message. Hi, Sebasiso, I'm a specialist in the retail industry in Johannesburg. Now, instead of you copying and pasting, okay, you can create a template that pops up straight away as soon as you do it. Now, we're going to create that template now. All right. So what I want you guys to do, if you're following me on the app, you can do this. If you're just watching, sit back and relax. I want you to go to settings, okay, and go through to the invitation message. Okay, here's your invitation message. It's going to be blank for you. Now, under this folder, Google Drive folder called LinkedIn Business Documents, I've done a lot of this for you. Okay, I've given you all this information. You guys should have this link, but if you don't, I'm going to send it through again after this. So don't worry. This is going to become your best friend. There's some very, very important stuff in here. Okay, so under suggested messages, it's going to tell you exactly what to do and how to do it. Okay, so here's your invitation message. Hi, this inserts their name. I'm a specialist in the retail industry. Replace what is in red with the target audience you want to target. Okay, all you do is you copy it and you can paste it in here. So what you'll then do is you'll go back to LinkedIn and you can paste it. When you are creating this invitation message, you see what I did there? I went down to target, settings, invitation message, and then edit. Okay, now you can change this. This first name you can replace with anything. And in fact, I recommend that you actually push first name and it'll actually come up for you. If you want to put their last name, if you want to put their company, this will insert that information from the data in LinkedIn to create that template. All making sense so far, guys? Christa says, you've taken the admin out of everything. Yes, that's the goal. Not completely, but yeah, it does make things much, much, much quicker. Best, you don't have to do this live. You'll get the video later. Remember, guys, if you're feeling very technologically challenged, sit back, relax, watch this, and then when you finish watching it, go back to the video and then do it on the app. Okay, everyone getting you? A lot of yeses coming through. Cool. Okay, so now you've created the invitation message. Make sure it's saved. All right. Remember, guys, turn the track invites on because every invite you're going to make now is going to. Okay. Sorry, Best. I actually don't know how to change your name on Zoom. Okay, so here we go. And let us begin the process. So remember, who are you guys going to target? Let's do your LinkedIn search. So I'm going to give you an advanced tip on LinkedIn. Okay, so you're ready for an advanced tip. You can use this little close window icon to close the window anytime you like. Okay, the first thing you should do when you do a search is you should type in -recruitment. Now, these are the people on LinkedIn that you're going to be looking for. What this does is it removes recruitment people from your search. A lot of recruitment people on LinkedIn. So if you're searching for CEOs in California, then you'll get a lot of recruitment agencies who provide CEOs to Californian businesses. So you want to remove them. Okay. So just push -recruitment here. Cool. Once you've done that and click search, now you've got this all filters tab will appear. Go to all filters and now this is where you can put the good stuff. All right. Usually I just tick second and third connections. I will come back to this, guy. So if you're getting lost, don't worry. Now you're going to target your city. I suggest city, not country. Target Johannesburg. And I'm looking for CEO or use capital OR or director, for example. Or let's actually use owner. Okay, CEO or owner. And the industry, as I mentioned before, was, let's say, wholesale industry. There we go. So now it's created that. You can already see this 800 people. Now, now we're going to go back to the methodology. So remember, guys, I'm going to switch between the technology and the methodology quite often. The methodology is this. If you want to get 30 clients, right, then in order to get 30 clients, you've got to work it back to how many actual invites and things that you need to. So let's use very simple numbers. You want to get 10 clients, right? In order to get 10 clients, you have to have, say, 100 conversations going with really good people. As long as those 100 are good quality people, 10 of those should convert. In order to get those 100, you need 300 invitations. So that means you need to connect with 300 people in your target market to eventually get 10 deals. Just searching wholesale in Johannesburg and only under owner or CEO, there's 801 results. That's 801 potential people that I can connect to. I only need 300 people to connect to. So I hope you guys are starting to realize the methodology I'm teaching you now is not about volumes. It's not about spam. It's about building and nurturing relationships and high quality relationships. And over the later episodes of this course, I'm going to teach you the real art of how to actually send messages. But for now, we got to understand the foundation. And the foundation is this. You need to get the right people out of LinkedIn. You need to connect with them. Don't put crap into the app. Only get good quality people. Get those good quality people and send them a really nice message. And I'm going to go back to that now for those who are not following. I will repeat myself several times. Right, let's go back to this message now, okay, that we want to send out. Hi, so-and-so. I'm a specialist in the retail industry in Johannesburg or wholesale industry in Johannesburg, whatever it happens to be. And I've written an article entitled, Let's Ignite Your Retail Business in Johannesburg. Can we connect? This is, again, paid for 10 times over just with this little piece of wisdom. When you reach out to somebody on LinkedIn, never ever go out to them and say, hi, I'd like to connect with you for no real reason. Tell them that you've written an article. Tell them that you're a specialist and the article relates to their industry and their business. If you sell insurance in Cape Town and somebody sends you a LinkedIn message saying, hi, Simon, I'm a specialist in the insurance industry in Cape Town. I'd love to chat with you. And I've written an article called Let's Ignite Your Insurance Business in Cape Town. There's a very, very high chance they're going to accept your connection because you're showing them that you're a specialist. This is absolutely critical, guys. And that's why we will not let anyone run this business unless they've got the specialist, unless you've done this. Because this little guy over here, okay, when you create this page for you with your photograph and your cool stuff in it, okay, you're going to end up with this, with that area of specialization. Okay, I'm going to leave this up there so you guys can copy it if you want to so long. Let's just see what guys are saying. A lot of yeses, helps and Ds for those that hate admin. The participant bar, that's on your screen, not my screen. There's no participant bar on my screen. App to the Maya, is the app the Maya most trusted blue circle? That's correct. Yes, it is. So the written message implies that we've actually written an article correct. Yes. So guys, we haven't written the article yet. So I'm going to show you. And good news, I've already written it for you. All you've got to do is copy and paste. I'm going to get to the article in a second, but well done, Jürgen. You picked that up really quickly. Yes, you're going to write an article. And in fact, you're going to copy and paste an article I've already written for you. So he wants to quote that on the Facebook page. Yes, if you want to quote the app, use the mymosttrusted.net URL. If you ever want to quote or you want to use us, it'll just link you straight to the app. Okay. Other guys saying yes. Are you happy with this, guys? Is it making sense? Everyone happy? Just say yes, yay. Do you see what we're doing? Do you see the methodology? We're not reaching out to say, hi, I sell the best insurance in the whole wide world. I'm a life coach. I'd really like to coach you on your life. You know, hi, I'd really like to sell you the best furniture in the whole wide world because I make the greatest furniture. Here's my price list. No, no, no. You go there on the same level. When you meet them, you say, I'm specialized in your industry. I understand your pain. And I'm going to show you in more detail on how to do that in the methodology itself. Okay. This is what it's about, guys. It's not about spam. It's not about sales. It's all about great quality relationships built up slowly and meticulously. So people who want an overnight result are not going to get it. Okay. Go and spend a fortune on Facebook ads and stuff like that and go play around with that, please. This is about real relationships, creating an actual sales pipeline. Okay. Good. Okay. Brilliant approach, etc., etc. All right, great, guys. So now you created your invitation message. I'm going to quickly go through this again so you guys are familiar. You've created your invitation message. You've got it, and you're going to put it in the app. Where are we going to put it in the app? We're going to put it under target. All right. And you're going to scroll down under settings, and you're going to put it in the invitation message using these little things here, first name, to insert their names. Now, your life is about to become very, very easy, because now that you've searched, okay, and you've got your search result, all you need to do is go connect. It sends the message, send, and send invitation. Now, before you start going crazy and sending to every single person, make sure they're the right people, guys. Okay? No crap goes in the app. Is the chief executive officer of this company somebody you want to deal with? Well, let's have a look. What company is it? Let's go check him out. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at his profile, do some research. Is this the guy I'd love to get in front of? Chief Executive Officer of Divinity Capital Holdings. This guy looks great. Yes, Jermaine, I'd really love to start forming a relationship with you. I would definitely like to connect with you. Bang, you click connect, puts all the information, and you push send invitation. So guys, what I want to do is I want you guys to go and I want you to invite about 15 people until the app pops up with a limit. If you don't get through 15, that's fine. If you only want to do 2 now and really think about it later, that's great. If you want to invite them, remember, you can delete them later. Okay, you can delete them later. Luther says, would it be wise to start with my present connections first? If so, will you be dealing with this in training? Yes, I will, Luther. I'm going to show you how to deal with existing connections. Most people that start this business and run with this do not have a very good connection base. So I'm going to show you how to do the invitations. But Luther, the answer is very much yes. I'm going to show you how to do that, and especially when we get into next week. Okay. Somebody's laughing here. No crap in the app. Yes, please. This is not Facebook. Would it be wise to start? Good. Can you show how to search and invite again? Certainly. Okay. So this is how you search, guys. This is my way of searching. You guys can choose what you want. You start off by typing minus recruitment. Okay. Hit enter. Okay. For those of you who know what I'm doing, just start inviting people on yourself. Go start inviting people to the app. Make sure that switch is turned on. Otherwise, you're going to inviting people and they won't go on. Okay. So you go through, you do your search, and now you go to all filters and you fill out the filter information you want to fill out here. Okay. So you can choose your city. Please don't choose country, choose city. I want you guys to be niche. There were 800 people just in terms of owners of businesses in Johannesburg, just in the wholesale industry. I only need 300, but there's 800 available. You can be niche. And when you're niche, people are going to take you a lot more seriously. I know what you guys are thinking, but my business can service everybody. Why should I limit myself? I should be free to attract everybody. And you're welcome to do that. Just don't do it on LinkedIn. That's all I'm saying. No, don't do multiple cities. Naval says you only need one city, guys. You can't say, hi, I'm a specialist in retail in Durban and Cape Town. You can, but you don't need to, because your numbers are going to be high enough. Okay. So you're only getting good quality people. You're not here to get hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people on your LinkedIn profile. You're here to get the right people and do it correctly. Okay. Right. How do I go to LinkedIn while I am in training? You need to just switch screens. But what I suggest you do, best, what you need to do is I would just sit back and watch, wait till the video, and then go do the technical stuff later. Okay. Would you suggest clearing out old dead connections? No, you don't need to. This app will only deal with the right people. Because yeah, you're right. They're never actually dead. Good questions, guys. These are very good questions coming in. So you've probably got a lot of crap on your LinkedIn. Leave the crap on LinkedIn. Just don't put it in the app. Okay. So go connect, guys. Start connecting with some people. I want you guys to all connect with a bunch. If you can do 15, that would be great. If you really know who you want to target. If you're not sure, do a couple of them. And then I want you to open the app and I want you to see them all appear in this section here, pending invitations. You're going to see your invitations appearing here. Okay. I'm going to give you guys a minute just to start doing some of those invitations. Great question, Harriet. What filter for connections? If you can get plenty of second degree, always do second degree first. Now, what does she mean by that? Under connections over here, choose second degree. That's usually the best way to search. Not everybody will have second degree connections, but yes, start up with second. In the later, as we get more and more advanced, I'll start taking you through some of the best practices. But good question, Harriet. Some of you guys are already advanced on LinkedIn, but focus on second degree wherever possible and start moving the cross into the app. Just start connecting with them and watch them start appearing in the invitation section. I'm going to give you guys another minute to play around, have some fun. If you've got any questions, if you want to see this again, I'll put it on the screen and I'll read it out to you guys. So here it is. I'm a specialist in the choose your industry. One person I saw actually left this in with the brackets and stuff. Obviously, don't leave the brackets in. Replace it with what you want to become the leader in. Okay. And there's some things you've got to think about. Just think of the country you want to build your business in. Give you guys another 30 seconds or so you can just go in and check this out. Please just post on the app any questions or say yes. Yes, Harriet, second degree connections. If you want to send up a yay, I'm doing it. Any comments on the Zoom group are always welcome. Alcohol brands will be a little bit difficult, Harriet. What I'd like to do is, if you guys are struggling to get to your specific brand, I'm going to help you separately. That's slightly more of a one-on-one. It's a personal issue that we need to help with each of you. So if you do need some help on your specific ones, you can. You do need to find those alcohol companies and brands. There are ways of helping you do that, Harriet, but you can't just go and search for alcohol brand. You could try. I mean, hey, why we're not? Everybody's here, so let's try. I mean, what you can do, for example, is you can type in alcohol brand. And you might find people who have put that in their profile, but to be perfectly honest, it's not ideal. But the reason I'm thinking, let me show you this, is because if you put a search, all right, in parentheses like this, it'll search for only those two keywords together. So it's only going to search for people in alcohol brand. And then obviously go and search for your company. But what you're really looking for, Harriet, is who in the alcohol brands. You're looking for a brand manager, marketing director. You need to decide who you want to specifically want to talk to. Okay. Andres says, how do I activate the tracking? Andres, here, look at my screen. It's right here under track invites. Make sure this is turned on. If this is turned on, all the invitations that you do are going to jump in. What do you type minus recruitment? Just like this. Dash recruitment. Hit enter and then use the filter. Cool. Naval's asking why. Sorry, why what? I'm not sure what you're referring to, Naval. I'm going to give you guys another minute so those people are in front. If you guys are bored and you've done your 15 and you guys are way ahead of the pack, I want you to go to actions, all right? And I want you to start adding people to your trusted connections. Find current LinkedIn connections who you already trust. That could be family members, clients, etc. And I want you to add them to your My Most Trusted, just like you added me. So under trusted connections, I want more people than just me. Try and get at least 5 of them. And I'm going to show you that's going to be very important while we're doing that just now. It's a different section of the app. Why minus recruitment? Does this exclude everyone from the recruitment industry? Yes, Naval, it does. It will remove recruitment industry out of that process because there are a lot of people that will recruit for those people you're targeting. Awesome, guys. So is this all happening? Are you guys managing to do some connections? Are you managing to click connect? Are you adding them to your app? What I want to see is I want you guys to see on the app, under target, under pending invitations, those invitations that you've put in here. And you should be able to do 15 of them before it brings up a limit. Okay. Awesome, guys. Now I'm going to start jumping back again now. And I'm going to start talking to you a little bit more about why we're doing this and how the article is going to work. Is everybody caught up? Is everybody happy? Feel free to just say on the app, yes, getting it. If you have a problem, jump in. Tell me if you guys have got a problem. All right. It's really important. I want to hear from you. So what are we doing? You're going to create new invitations to high quality people you would really like to get in touch with. The app is collecting those, so it knows how to separate the good people from the crap people. Don't put crap into the app. Okay. Methodology. Now you're starting to get some really good high quality connections right now. Okay. They're going to be in your invitations tab. Your goal is to move them from invitations to acceptances. Once they get to acceptances, you're going to move them into sales tracking. And then we're going to show you the methodology on how to track them as sales. We're not going to do the sales tracking methodology this time. We've got too much other stuff to do to get you to the point where you're targeting those people. Okay. Mine is bringing up a completely different page to filter page you have. If that does it, make sure you're under people, Claire. Make sure you've chosen people when you do your search. That happens sometimes. Your default might be actually searching for jobs, which is why it can come up a bit weird. So just change your search to people, and then your filters will start working correctly. Good questions, everybody. This is really good. It's a really, really cool group. So what you're doing is you're creating those people. Now, the methodology is you're not going to spam them. You're going to show them you're an industry expert and that you understand LinkedIn on their behalf. And you specifically get, because it shows you that you get the wholesale industry in Johannesburg. You understand the clothing industry or the insurance industry or the furniture manufacturing industry or the textiles, or you understand medical suppliers. Everybody's on LinkedIn. There are so many. So you need to show them that you're a specialist, and you do that by telling them that you're going to send them an article, and that gets put in your settings, invitation messages, and here it is. Okay. Where are your special pre-made admin texts? I can't find them. Okay, Krista. So I'm going to be sending this to you. It should be in the emails I sent you. I will be sending it again later. Okay. It's a Google Drive. Somebody very special taught me that you should always use Google Drive. And what happens is each of these documents are going to be in here and available to you. Okay. And this is where all the secrets and where we're all going to connect. So here they are. It's under one called suggested messages. And here they are. I'll put your invitations. Next time we're going to go through acceptance. We will have a bit of time today to do it. But to be honest, I want to talk more about Q&A and see how advanced you guys are if there's time. Later on, we're going to do custom messages. We're going to talk about handover messages and how this whole process starts to roll out. Okay. But what I do want to remind you guys is the article. Right, I'm going to talk about the methodology now, because remember, when you go through this process from pending invitations to acceptances to sales tracking, in your acceptance message, you're going to put a link to the article, right? So when you promise an article, you've got to deliver the article. Now you're going to deliver the article. The good news is I've written the whole article for you. All you got to do is copy and paste. Okay, you can tweak it. And you can do that yourself. Okay, so here it is here on the suggested messages and article. Let's ignite your retail business in Johannesburg. I hope I don't have to say it again. Obviously, replace the red stuff with your own target audience. Growing your retail business in Johannesburg requires you to get your LinkedIn affairs in order. Here's the article. Now, the question is, where do you paste this article? You're going to paste it in LinkedIn, okay, in your own profile. And you're going to post it not as a post, okay, but as an article. All right. Now, I'm not going to tell you guys how to do that. I'm not going to teach you guys how to post an article on LinkedIn. All you need to do is go and Google, how do you post an article on LinkedIn? It's really easy. I'm going to leave that for your homework. And also, a lot of people already know that. So it's not difficult, guys. All you do is you go to your LinkedIn profile and you're going to create an article that is going to be part of your profile. Okay, and here it is, your articles and activity. So what you're going to do is Google that as to how to do it. And all you're going to do is you're going to cut this, copy it. You've got the pillars, you've got your whole article, you've even got your images for you. Everything is done for you. Okay, all you need to do is copy and paste it and change the red bits. Now, there's your article. You're going to post it onto LinkedIn, and that's the link you're going to use to drive people to. I hope this is all working, guys. I know how to post articles, done many. Yes, Jessica, I'm sure a lot of you guys have. That's why I don't want to waste your time teaching you stuff you can learn on Google. I want to teach you the good stuff. All right. Cool. Great. Okay. So Claire as well. So here's the article. Now, from a content perspective, you're welcome to change this article, tweak it if you want to. What matters is you need to talk about the pain that they are going through. Now, under pillar number 2, you need a niche, okay, is you need to say, I know what retail businesses in Johannesburg are experiencing at the moment and list their problems. Now, what you're doing here, all right, is you're teaching that individual prospect that you really do understand their industry. So if you want to target airline pilots in Bosnia, okay, and you know nothing about the airline industry, probably not a good idea to target that industry unless you want to go and research it. But if you do want to go and research it, do it. But you need to understand what airline pilots are experiencing in Bosnia. Maybe there's a lot of changes. There's been a recent airline merger. And because of that, pilots might be moving around. That's why they need a better LinkedIn profile. That's why they need to get their LinkedIn affairs in order. See what we're doing here, guys? You're giving them a specific reason as to why that particular industry needs LinkedIn assistance. Happy guys, all making sense. See what we're doing? So the article isn't just a copy and paste. It mostly is, but it's mostly done for you. All right. You need to show that individual that you understand their pain, that you understand their industry. Yeah, it's really cool, eh? Thank you. Fritz says yes. Deline says great. Francis, yes. Jess says yes. Cool. It's well organized. Thank you, Jess. I really appreciate this. Great comments, everybody. Andre says, great, awesome. So you see what we're doing, guys. I've given you a lot of this information for you to start going through and filling out. Okay, so what you're going to be doing, and I think you guys might be advanced enough to start moving on to the section. I wasn't quite sure whether we would or not if we had time, but I'm going to quickly show you how to do your acceptances, but not yet. Before that, I want to go back to the business element. Okay, and I want to show you the checklist and also talk to you about why we're here. So over the 5 episodes of this course that I'm going to take you through, every Friday, same time, I'm going to show you, and we're going to go through this. This is what we're going to get through. There's 12 different points. Okay. So you're going to start by installing the app and give the app a 5-star rating. Please give the app a 5-star rating. Please. It really helps. Just go type in mymostrusted.net, go to the Google App Store and just say rate. Please, please. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So once you've done that, which most of you guys have already done or will soon do, you can then go to your niche target market, okay, which you now should have done. If you haven't, go home and think about it till next week. Think about your niche. Go back to this video. Make sure you've got your niche market set up, all right? And all your settings are ready to go. Now, obviously, you can't do all the settings yet because you don't know how all of those settings work. I'm talking about the settings that I've shown you, which is just your invitation and your acceptance message, and make sure your little switch is turned on. Cool. Awesome. Okay. So that's mostly done. Now my LinkedIn profile looks good and I've invited my first 30 people. Let's talk a little bit about your LinkedIn profile looking good. There's only really 3 things for this methodology to work. Okay. That you need to worry about. Number 1, nice professional photo. Number 2, get yourself a background. And you're going to do this for your clients as well, guys. You're going to get them a nice background. Having a nice background makes the world of difference on LinkedIn. Our methodology is about people accepting your LinkedIn invitation. There's a good chance they're going to look at your LinkedIn invitation, LinkedIn profile, and make a split-second decision on whether they want to accept you. You need to have a nice professional photograph and a nice background, and then just a short bio. Okay, just a short couple of sentence bio. And don't be too professional in your bio. Give yourself a personality, guys, in your bio. Okay, give yourself a personality. Jessica says she's got 2 niches. I'm wondering if I can work on both. If you've got 2 niches, for exactly the same business, start with 1. I can guarantee you only need 1 niche. If you've got 2 niches for 2 different businesses, okay, then open a completely separate LinkedIn profile. One of the services that you're going to offer your clients, okay, is the service to offer them an additional LinkedIn profile on their behalf, where you're going to create them a brand new profile. We're going to talk about this later in the future courses about how to handle objections from clients and understanding the more business element. But this is one of the things you're going to offer. Some of the clients that you're going to deal with in the future might turn around and go, I don't want to give you my LinkedIn address and password, which you need to run this. So you say to them, for X amount of money, I will create a brand new LinkedIn profile for you. I'll do it nicely and professionally, and then I will run your LinkedIn profile separately to existing one. Okay. It's a very, very nice little thing for you to do. Let's have a look and see. I do professional completed profiles for my clients. That's my business. Oh, great. Okay. So Claire, let's just remember Claire's name because I'll show you how you can introduce yourself to Claire later. Jess from a security people, some people are concerned and rightly so. So I'm going to teach you how to overcome objections, guys, about security, etc. If you look at the privacy policy of our app, you own your data. So we're not like Facebook. Facebook owns all your data. Okay. LinkedIn owns all your data. This app is about you taking back your power, taking back your data. I don't own it. My company doesn't own your data. You own your data. I cannot serve ads to you on this app. It's part of our privacy policy, guys. This is all about a proper trusted network. All right. So I want you guys to know that. Oh, thank you, Christe. That's really nice, hey? That you own the data. I'm glad you read it. A lot of people don't read the privacy policy, but I recommend that you read ours because people might ask you about it. Okay. So look what's happening, guys. You see how this whole thing is now starting to come together. So let's go through it quickly. We've done the invitation message. Hi, so-and-so. I'm a specialist in the retail industry in Johannesburg, and I've written an article called Let's Ignite Your Retail Business in Johannesburg. Can we connect? You send out those invitations, and I want you guys to do 30 of them, okay, until the limits pop up. Then the acceptance message, which you're going to put in under the acceptance, exactly the same thing. Great to meet you, Simon. Or you can say, thanks for connecting. As promised, here is my article entitled, Let's Ignite Your Retail Business in Johannesburg, and you're going to put a link in here. I want to do this next week, guys, because it's very, very important you use a tracking link. Part of the methodology is we insert a link in here that we can see if they've clicked on. I'm going to say this again because it's super, super, super important. You want to know that those people that accept and those people who you've sent that article to, you need to know if they've clicked on that link to read your article. Okay, by inserting a tracking link, which I'm going to show you in the next course, you will be able to track them and see who's clicked on your article. Now that starts to actually show you who's starting to engage with you, who's the most interested, and we're going to start creating the sales funnel and sales pipeline. Cool, hey? Cool. Any questions, guys? Important tracking. Yes, Jess, it is. This is all about tracking, guys. Everything is tracking. All right. So I wanted this to be a 45 minutes session with another 15 minutes of just Q&A, just going back and forth and a bit of banter and understanding. And a couple of other things I wanted to show you, especially one part of the app, which is going to bring our community together. All right. So next week, I'm going to start taking through to the next advanced sessions. I'm going to show you how to do the acceptance messages. I'm also going to show you, for those of you who are really gutsy, I'm going to show you this button called check acceptances. When you push that button, the app's going to start running and it's going to start to see who out of these acceptances, okay, have invitations, which of these invitations has accepted your message. And the app is going to automatically put them under acceptances. So it's going to say, okay, guys, you've sent out 10 invitations. How many of those have accepted your invitation? And it's going to put them here. From here, you're going to learn how to send your acceptance message, which you've created earlier. And all you're going to do is you're just going to basically click on that button and it's automatically going to pull up your acceptance message. I haven't built it yet. It just says, hi, Rashid. See, bang. But in this acceptance message is going to be a link to your article. But the link to your article is going to have a tracking link in it. So don't do it yet until I've taught you how to do a tracking link. If you want to play around and you're feeling really, really technically inclined, you can learn to do it simply by adding the information into your acceptance message and then sending your first message. You'll create your tracking link and it'll do that for you. But I don't want to get you guys too advanced yet because what matters right now is the methodology. Okay, now guys, let's say, for example, Claire, very strategically, Clever Claire, I'm going to call you. Clever Claire has just quietly and casually mentioned that she can help do LinkedIn profiles for people. Okay, so that's great. Now let's say you guys want to meet Claire to do your own profile, but remember, you need to teach other people or potentially do LinkedIn profiles for your clients down the line. But Claire could be a really good person to learn from. So you want to meet Claire. Now, how do you meet Claire? Now, I could ask you to put her details in the app and everybody puts details in the app and then it becomes a complete cluster of just email addresses and no one knows what's going on. Okay. Do you remember when you first joined with me, okay, and got this app, you joined and you added me personally to my trusted connection? If you go to the trusted connections and you scroll down, you will see my name. Okay, as to one, I should be the only one on there. Okay, unless you've added other people. You will see my name and you will see a large number next to my name. That large number is my connections, trusted connections. And this profile is dedicated to you guys, which means that everybody in my trusted connections is on this call now, is actually already on here. So I'm going to pretend Greg, I hope you don't mind me using you, Greg, as an example. Greg's got 27 people, okay, in his trusted connections. I want you to pretend that's me. If you click on this button, view trusted connections, all right, it's going to show all his trusted connections. Now, when you do this for me, you can safely know that all the trusted connections in here are people who are on the training course with you. And if you want to be introduced to them, just click request introduction and I will introduce. Going back to Clever Claire, okay? If you scroll down, my trusted connections, you should see Claire. And she should be in here somewhere. Claire, I'm assuming you've already added me to your trusted connections. I'm sure you have, which means Claire will be there. And you can see who they are, one by one by one by one. And you can say, oh, I'd really like to meet this person. Click request introduction and I can actually introduce you guys. What we're doing, guys, thank you, Claire. So what we're basically doing, guys, is we are taking a idea, right? We are expanding it to turn it into a business. Now, I've already turned this into a business. I know this business works. My livelihood is on it. We only use LinkedIn. We only use this methodology for our own business. I've been running it for a while, so I know this business works. What I want you to do is to teach you how this business works. But I also want you guys to know that because you're all targeting different niches, you can help each other. We can form a nice little community. And that means, by all means, get in touch with each other. Here's their LinkedIn profile. Join them. Connect with each other on LinkedIn. Form little groups. Request introductions with me. Let me introduce you guys. Start forming that little collective. And let's all start working together. And over the coming weeks, we're going to start, hopefully, bonding a lot more and start connecting. So what I want you guys to do now, just from a numbers perspective, I want you guys to please add at least 5 people to your Trusted Connections network. Okay, just like you did me, I'm number 1. Add 4 more using the same, or add as many as you want. Once you've done that, we can now see each other's trusted connections, but you can't just go and invade somebody else's connection and sell them spam. They have to get an invitation first, and they've got to prove to you why they want an introduction. If you just say to me, hi Scott, I'd like to introduce to Susan, I'm going to turn around and go, why do you want to be introduced to Susan? What's the reason? And then so I will help you work on the methodology that says when you create an introduction, it's got to be for a valid reason and doesn't just try to spam them with, corporate gifts or something like that. Sorry, I don't mean to use the corporate gifts as an example, but there's some really, really cool corporate gifts out there. The point is, I don't want you to throw a product down someone's throat. Okay. Is this all making sense, guys? I know that Luther's asking for an overview of the training focus per week. Yes, I will give you a summary of roughly, but it's difficult because, it's all up to the group. We've got new people coming in. But the point is, nobody joins this group until they've done 2 things. Number 1, until they've added me to the app, because I need to know that you have the technical capability to at least get the basics of the app installed. That's number 1. And number 2, that they've watched this video and gone through it. Okay. So Christe says, I really like that people cannot randomly connect because they like your profile picture or know someone you know. Otherwise, it becomes redundant. Yes, exactly. That's right. We want to build a nice community, but it's got to be done authentically and correct, guys, using the methodology. Okay. So, guys, any questions? Hester says, I'm excited, an entire business in an app. That's right. Are you guys confused about how the business is going to work? Are you understanding how the process works? Jess says she has a question. Jess is typing her question. Type, Jess, type. Go. Everybody's watching, waited. Yeah. We are creating another profile for someone. Does it mean they will have a duplicate profile? No, you must never create a duplicate profile. If you create another LinkedIn profile for someone, they must use a different email address, a different photograph, a different name. I'm going to take you through that more advanced in the later sessions as well. They've got to be completely different because LinkedIn doesn't like people having 2 profiles, separate profiles. So that's just something to mention. Yes, if you want to unmute yourself and ask the question, you can as well. They might not want this. So yes, Jess, you have to deal with your clients, and we'll talk about objections and what the clients want. But yes, you do have to. If the client's not going to give you their username and password, then you can't run this for them. So yeah, exactly. Best says, one day we'll meet, we'll see what Best's real name is. So we pay $49 for 3 months every time we get a new client. That is right, Best. That's 100% correct. And you're going to be charging, obviously, well above that for each client. Okay. So just to finish off then, anyone else with any questions? But I will answer the questions as you post them. The way that this works, okay, is you can get 15 invitations for free without doing anything. Then it's going to pop up and it's going to say you've reached your limit. To increase your limit from 15 to 30. Now, what do I mean by 15 or 30? Your total number of people in this, so if you add up all your invitations, all your acceptances, and everyone in your sales, every individual in your app, if that total gets to 15, it's going to bring up a message saying you've hit your limits. To increase it from 15 to 30, you need to invite 5 people to your trusted network. Okay, that starts to grow your trusted network, shows you you're a user of the app, etc. Now you can use 30 invitations, which means you can get 30 invitations for free. Okay, if out of those 30, 10 become acceptances and more of them go into sales, good for you. You don't have to pay. As soon as you go higher than 30, then you pay your $49 and you get 150 in total. Not 150 a month or 50 a month. You can go straight to 150 in your database and then it caps. You never need more than 150. If you go higher or you have a client that needs to go more than 150, or they want to do much more automation, or they want to start doing content, or they want to take this to a whole new level, that's when you contact me. That's what I want to get out of this. I want to work with you to sign up that client, and we're going to sign up that client together. I hope this is making sense, guys. That's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm spending time with you. I want you guys to run your own businesses and make money, but at the same time, I want to work with you to help get my clients for myself. Right, that's it, guys. Questions. We've got 6 minutes, and I love to finish on time. Great training video, excellent points, flow of information. I'd like to connect privately. Sure, we can connect privately. That's absolutely great. Perfect. What do you suggest we charge per client? Okay, really good question. What do you guys charge per client? It's under here, guys. This is my recommendation. You should all have seen this. You're going to have one of these yourself. All right. When you're ready to sign up and you've paid for the app, I will create your own page. These are suggested prices. You can charge whatever you guys want. Okay, I'm not going to stop you. These are just suggestions, all right? You've got different people charging different things. And don't worry about competing. Somebody's more expensive than the other. Maybe you provide better service. Maybe you spend more time. Maybe you add something that they don't. Maybe you're a better content writer. I don't know. But I'm not going to restrict you to charge what you need to charge. And also, because everybody's targeting a different niche, it's unlikely somebody's ever going to see a competing product price list because you guys are all targeting different niches. That's what's so cool about this. Just trying to get an idea of earning potential. So if your earning potential and a business model cannot be put on the back of a matchbox, it's too complicated. If you get, I'm going to use, let's just use US dollars. All right. If you're charging 200, let's just go even basic. Okay, let's go $200 US per client. You get 5 clients. You're making $1,000 a month. Okay. It's going to charge, you're going to pay 5 times $49, which is $250. So you pay $250, which gives you 3 months of app access, but you're making 3 months worth of income at $200 a month. So you are making 600, okay, times 5. Have I done my numbers right? So it's 200, you're making $200 a client for 5 clients, okay? That's $1,000 a month. That's $3,000 you are making over 3 months at a cost of $250. That's basically how it works. Okay, Taz says this has been great, makes sense. I love this collaborative spirit. A requested introduction to Claire. My when request just hangs. Guys, if you've got any technical support, please contact me personally. Okay, we'll help you with technical support. I would like to see that, or stay on afterwards. I'm going to stop recording in 3 minutes, and then you guys can stay on for any technical support, or we can pick up later. Suggested prices are super. Thank you. They are reasonable for startups. That's great. Very happy with the suggested fee. That's excellent. Our pricing is really good, especially overseas, guys. You know, we you know, if you want to charge, if you're based in the UK and you want to increase that in pounds, you can definitely get away with it because things are much more expensive in the UK. But you need to charge the value to that particular client. If you go in and you overcharge, people in the UK are very clued up when it comes to LinkedIn, guys. They will know if you're overcharging them straight away. Believe you me, they are. LinkedIn is very advanced and mature. So don't be, don't try to get too clever. Good question. How do you get paid? Yes, you all need to open a PayPal account. Okay, definitely. Everything will be done via PayPal. Cool, guys. Everything's saying see you in the next training session. Totally price is reasonable. Any other questions, comments? Yay. Am I ready to stop? I'm happy to go for 2 minutes. If you want to stay afterwards, stay on afterwards. After I've stopped recording, I will help you with any other questions and technical support. People are saying goodbye. Bye, Krusty. Yes, become an industry king. You'll get the video by this weekend, guys. Any more questions? I'm going to give you 12 seconds. Have a great weekend, guys. 9, 8. Anyone else got any questions? You're so welcome, guys. Yes, go South Africa in the World Cup final. And done. Thank you, everybody.